My name is Kyle Bynes, and I am a crew member of the Panther Vision Game Day crew. My whole Panther process, how it started, we took a tour with Donnie Sidnor, up to the Panther Stadium, and I mean, it blew my mind. It was just like, this was like the ultimate goal for me. I mean, I've seen it in the past. I've seen, technical direction, the whole sports entertainment on movies and everything, but I never experienced it in person. So when I got to the control room, I mean, it blew my mind. When I found out there was an internship with the Panthers, I mean, I was like, yo, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. Whatever I need to do, I have to have it. So I went through the process. I talked with Allison. I talked with Donnie. I pretty much talked with all the staff and told them of my interests. But me talking wasn't going to do the job. I had to put forth the action. So, I got my hands on the application. I filled it out. I was one of the lucky few that was selected for an interview process. And lo and behold, the guy interviewing me also name was Kyle. So, we had a phone conversation, which, I mean, it started off hilarious. He calls me and says, hey, this is Kyle. And I said, yes, but I took it as he was asking if it was Kyle. He was like, no, this is Kyle. And I said, oh, okay, well, my name is Kyle as well. So, I mean, our relationship started off on a funny note, which I'm glad it did. Went in for the interview, I told him directly what I was looking for, what I could offer him, and, he liked everything I said. So, he informed me there were other applicants. He'll call me back in a week. It didn't take a week. It took like 2 days. He called me back, and I mean, honestly, I felt like I won the lottery. And I have to say, having that support from the Panthers and having the support from CSB, I mean, dude, it was like 2 rockets on my back just taking me as far as I wanted to go. So, when I got there and, who expected us to have the season we had? It was just like, okay, we won, most of our preseason games, like, okay, we won another game. We won another game. And I'm sitting there like, wow, is this really going to be the first season that we go to the Super Bowl? Is my first season, well, second season for the Panthers, but my very first season working there, we go to the Super Bowl, which happened. And I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it was just like, it shows you all the hard work, because a lot of people think that it's just a team thing. It's an organizational effort. The organization has to support the players for them to go as far as they did. And I mean, understand this. The more you win, the harder you work. I mean, I went from, interning for maybe like 5-6 hours a day to 12. Believe me, I was walking in before the sun came up. I was leaving after the sun went down. So it turned into work, a job. It wasn't an internship anymore. And that's how they looked at me. Like I said, they didn't look at me as an intern. Honestly, after the first day, they told me like, hey, if you want to be here, you show us that you want to be here, we're going to consider you here. And I swear that's what they gave me the whole entire season. So, we won the NFC, championship. I thought, man, I was kind of down. I was like, the season's over with. I'm going to miss the guys because I made some good friendships. Let's be honest. And John McLaughlin, which was the intern from last year, good guy, hardworking guy as well. He had a lot of, gave me a lot of assistance while I was up there. Well, he mentions, out of the blue, well, hey, you might go to the Super Bowl. I said, that would be nice. I was very modest about it, but inside I was like, man, I hope I can go. Not even 5 minutes later, I get an email on my phone from Mr. Morrison, say, hey, I need to speak to you tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I'm thinking, it's maybe like the end of the year, thing for the intern. So, I took it. I didn't take it, seriously. So I show up to the meeting. Well, when I show up to the meeting, it's all the other employees. It's not just the interns. It's all the full-time employees. And I'm looking around like, okay, what's going on? And my supervisor, Kyle Ritchie, awesome guy, he says, congratulations, you're going to the Super Bowl. I swear to God, I look like one of those people on the Publishers Clearinghouse. Like, honestly, I felt like I had the big check in my hand and it had, you're going to the Super Bowl on it. So I was lost for words. I don't think I told anybody that first day because I had to, kind of get over it myself. So, I'm sitting there looking at the packet. I put it down. I pick it back up, look at it again just to make sure that this was real. So, got 2 tickets to go. So I was like, okay, automatically I already knew who I wanted to take. I wanted to take my son. That was an experience that I wanted to, enjoy with him. And so, we went out, all paid expenses, all expense paid, by Mr. Richardson. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I can honestly say that's in my top 3 moments, you know, best moments of my life. And, you know, we didn't get the win, but I mean, honestly, that didn't matter from the experience that I experienced the whole season. I mean, we didn't lose not one game, you know, won the NFC championship for a third time in a row. And we go to Super Bowl 50, man, and it's paid for by somebody else. Let me put that in there. But I mean, it was awesome, man. And the one thing that I remember, you know, Mr. Ritchie saying was, you know, when I hired you in June, did you honestly think you would be here? And I was just like, I don't think anybody thought that I would have been here, including myself. I mean, come on, an intern, you know, to see your hard work, you know, pay off and, you know, and be appreciated. And I do have to say this, I mean, I didn't really tell anybody else, but one of my videos that I cut was played at the Super Bowl. So, and I will get a copy of that, but it was played at the Super Bowl. Almost, you know, brought a tear. Almost brought a tear. So that was it, man. I mean, and then, you know, I'm still kind of reaping a little bit of benefits. You know, you see the nice little pullover I got on, you know. Also, they rented out the theater for us this upcoming Wednesday to see the Batman versus Superman. So, you know, I haven't seen it yet. I don't want anybody to tell me about it. So, you know, they rented out a whole theater for us. And, you know, Mr. Richardson, you know, kind of, I don't know, it's just, man, I mean, I've been treated nice, but to be treated that nice for all the hard work, man, it really makes all the class work, the late nights, the projects, you know, that the staff, you know, put us through. And they put it through for love because they know we could do it, you know, and I know that's a curriculum we all go through, but it really shows you who has that tenacity to really make it. And, man, you know, to go through all that, I mean, it was honestly worth it. And when I was out in, you know, Santa Clara, just, you know, at Levi Stadium, man, just looking around, I mean, honestly, I know I'm a pretty nice sized guy, man, but I felt like a little kid. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I had little tears coming out. I had little tears coming out, man, but you know what? It just shows you, like, no matter what you do in life, man, you can always, you know, make it where you want to be, go as far as you want to go. So, you know, it's not just hype when people say that, they really do mean it, and I can honestly back them up 100% on that.